Joining me now, Arkansas Senator Tom Cotton. He sits on the Senate Armed Services Committee and the Intel Committee. Senator, so we're getting oil from despotic regimes. We've basically neutered ourselves in new energy production and refining. But apparently we're supposed to, get up and clap because Mayor Pete wants us all on bicycles.
Yeah, Laura, the Democrats are blind ideologues when it comes to oil and gas. I'm glad that Nancy Pelosi has finally come around to what I've been saying for weeks, what so many Republicans say, that we should ban the import of Russian oil and gas. We should not be sending tens of millions of dollars to Vladimir Putin's war machine. Yet she wouldn't replace it with American oil and gas, which would, of course, just mean higher prices at the pump for Americans. Or you have Pete Buttigieg's proposal, which is to ban Russian oil and gas and replace it with Iranian oil and gas. So send billions of dollars to the Ayatollahs who chant death to America. That's just how ideologically opposed they are to American energy. And it also raises another point, Laura. At a time when we're isolating Vladimir Putin in every way, Joe Biden is personally relying on Vladimir Putin to negotiate a bad nuclear deal with the Iranians.
Yeah, and Russia's brokering it, correct?
Absolutely. They're sitting down at the negotiating table. Vladimir Putin is essentially acting as the lawyer and the banker for the Ayatollahs chanting death to America. And Joe Biden is hoping that he can get a bad nuclear deal to get more Iranian oil to replace all the American oil that he won't produce. It would be very simple to do what I proposed yesterday in the Senate, which is just to start producing more oil and gas again here in America. You heard at the State of the Union the other night, a lot of talk about make it in America. Well, we can make our own oil and gas in America. Joe Biden just refuses to.
So I hope people understand what's happening. We're about to buy oil from Iran. We buy it from Russia. But now Congress is going to vote on billions and billions and billions of more in the way of aid and so forth for Ukraine when we're sending billions of dollars to Russia and to Iran, both enemies of the United States, or adversaries, enemies, whatever you want to call it tonight. This is literally the definition of insanity. I mean, yeah. Senator.
It is dangerous. It's dangerous and it's naive. We're sending all this money to Russia. At the same time, Laura, that we just learned today from the Democratic chairman of the Armed Services Committee, we're not sending real-time targeting intelligence to Ukraine that we have available that they could use to target Russians who've invaded their country because Joe Biden is afraid it would be provocative or escalatory. It's just another example, along with his failed energy policy, of the half measures that have brought us to the point of this barbaric invasion in Ukraine.
Senator, CIA Director, former, thank goodness, John Brennan, made an comment earlier today that was stunning.
This is only going to lead to, I think, Putin's unraveling in terms of his position in the Russian government. Now, what's going to be the tripwire in terms of pressure on oligarchs and pressure on the Russian people and commodities and other types of things? It's unclear. But I do believe that Putin's days are numbered and maybe in the double digits.
Senator, is there any intel that you know of that Putin's days are numbered? I know Lindsey Graham earlier tonight tweeted that basically someone needs to, quote, take him out. Or maybe I'm paraphrasing, but he's basically someone should assassinate Putin. I don't know why a sitting U.S. senator would be tweeting that out. It seems really dangerous and stupid to say that. And we like Lindsey Graham, but that's just a stupid comment. But Brennan says his days are numbered.
I'm not aware, Laura, of information that would support that. Vladimir Putin has ruled Russia with an iron fist for 20 years. All of those oligarchs are beholden to Vladimir Putin. And for that matter, they probably hold the same barbaric, ruthless views that he does as well. They all came up together in the KGB in the late Soviet era. So I'm not aware of any such information. I mean, obviously, throughout Russian history, things often seem impossible until they quickly become inevitable. But I think it's a kind of wish casting by Democrats who think that something like this may just suddenly happen and absolve Joe Biden from the mistakes over the past year that signaled weakness to Vladimir Putin and emboldened his longstanding imperial ambitions in Ukraine.
Senator, do you think your colleagues should have been tweeting out that Putin should essentially be assassinated by someone? Do you think that's helpful?
I think what we should all be focused on is trying to get Russian troops out of Ukraine and to save as many Ukrainian lives as possible so they can live in their own nation and make their own decisions for themselves, not have it imposed on them by Vladimir Putin. That's where the focus should be.
We hope not start a nuclear war in the process. But Senator, we really appreciate your voice tonight. Thank you.